Welcome back to the We On Sports podcast, hosted by David and Dallas.
What's up, man? It's been a minute.
Dude, it's been like since October, bro.
Damn, it doesn't really feel that long to me, but that's crazy when you bring it up like that.
I know, bro. I was like literally thinking about it because and the whole time that like we were off and shit, we were really debating whether we were gonna do it, what we were gonna do, and shit like that. And I don't know, bro. I'm kind of glad we stuck to it and we figured it out. I think it was more about like figuring out the social media and shit like that.
Yeah,
I guess figuring out our lane.
Well, yeah, that too, and just scheduling, man. Our schedules, there's so many things that are like,
Yeah, they suck.
that there's going on, so it's kind of tough for us to get together and
really figure out a time. But I feel like now that like we're both like on some like we want to do this shit, I think we'll figure it out.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, dude.
For sure. So where do you want to start?
Let's just get the Ja Morant news out.
Ja Morant.
Let's talk about bro.
Demetrius Jamal Morant.
So, what do you think about this whole situation? It seems like it's been 6 months of him like acting out, straight just.
It hasn't been 6 months because I've heard of him like in the past, like just doing. I mean, I guess it all started kind of like with the whole like starting shit with Shannon Sharp, no?
Oh, him and his dad.
Him
right?
and his dad,
yeah.
they were like talking shit to Shannon Sharp on the sidelines, and then Dylan Brooks got involved.
Yep.
All that smoke and shit when they played the Lakers. But I mean, I didn't really think anything of it until everybody kind of started like putting everything together, and we're like, oh, he's like a wannabe tough guy. He's like this, he's that, and I'm just like, I didn't really think anything of it, bro.
So I think it's like what happened with that situation. It was like Shannon Sharp was saying something to LeBron. And Morant's dad started talking shit to Shannon Sharp, and then I think that's how Morant got involved. I don't know exactly, but it's just a really weird situation. Like, you can't just cheer for somebody without getting all like butthurt. You know what I mean? It's just weird. Like, why even?
But I think Shannon Sharp was being like a fan, bro.
Like he wasn't trying to talk shit, right? He was
he was just being a fan. He was just kind of like you too little type of shit, and that's how I took it, bro. Because like if like I was at a fucking courtside Bulls game, I'd be talking shit too.
Oh, for sure.
But I think it's also like on the player to like ignore that shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're human, so you can't really ignore it. So it started with that, and then from that it involved his dad, and then it went. Who was it? Was it a Lakers assistant coach or somebody's assistant coach that I guess they all pulled up and they were pointing like beams and shit at them, like the red beams from like a fucking gun.
At who?
At the assistant coaches or the coach's bus.
So I heard another situation with that. It was actually Ja Morant pointing a gun with a beam at the Pacers bus.
So it was him. It was the assistant coach, no?
It was a Pacers assistant coach who said he saw it coming off the gun.
Okay. That makes sense.
But I don't know, like, why Ja's even wrapped up in that. Like,
okay,
what are you doing,
so
bro?
like, all right, this is my honest opinion, bro. We all would kill to be in Ja Morant's fucking position right now.
True.
Like, there are so many fucking kids who are like,
who look up to him.
Who not only just look up to him, bro, but like would love to like in a heartbeat have his fucking opportunities, bro.
His talent.
And like I completely get it. Like people are like, he's not like that. I don't even think that really is like a fucking point to anything. Even though like it is like a running on joke in like my group chat. They're like, yo, Demetrius is not like that. Because I don't believe that he's like that, bro.
I don't think so.
And people are gonna be like, who the fuck do you guys think that like are like that? But it's like somebody who came from that life. I'm like that.
Yeah.
He's not like that, bro. Yeah. Like I've seen the shit that he's doing, and like the perfect example I guess they were trying to use was Damian Lillard.
Okay.
Somebody who's from the hood, from Oakland, who literally like went through all the shit that I guess Ja is trying to like proclaim that he is and shit like that, like a street guy, really just tapped into the streets and shit. But he never really boasts about it and shit like that.
Well, so it's Ja Morant reminds me a lot like D Rose, and D Rose is from
he was from Inglewood, yeah.
Right.
He's from the hundreds.
And like the difference between Ja and D Rose is people bring up pictures of D Rose throwing up like
forks and shit.
Yeah, right. And like this was when he was back in high school and shit.
Yeah,
I've never seen anything about Ja Morant.
Like I had like there was like classmates that like just released like videos of him like at a party and shit like that, like singing along to like NBA YoungBoy and stupid shit like that, or like rap music and shit. But to me, that really doesn't like classify anything. Like the reason why, like I guess it's easier for us to be like, all right, Derrick Rose was like that because we're from Chicago.
Yeah.
So like it's a lot easier for people to really find out like, all right, is Derrick Rose really like that?
Yeah.
And the thing about Derrick Rose was like, no matter what it was, bro, in interviews, whether he was playing or not, it really wasn't a thing of like he's like that. He's just kind of like to himself. Like you can tell that he's seen some shit like that traumatized him just by the way he like acts. Like, like I'm gonna like point out like remember the All-Star game where everybody was like dancing and having fun and kind of just like letting loose the shit. And he was just standing there, just like mute as fuck, just kind of just like soaking it all in. And I don't really think that like is a representative of like his character, but that's just kind of more of him just feeling out of place.
Yeah, for sure.
And a lot of that comes from like an upbringing of like just seeing shit. Cause I know a lot of dudes from like the hood who are just like that, bro.
Yeah.
Who like their personality is Derrick Rose. Quiet. They don't say shit. They're too cool for school.
Right.
And it's usually the guys who are like with the big old chains and all that dumb shit. The crazy ones who are like that, who are about that life, who will sit there and they'll tell you like, you know, you can find out what these hollow tips feel like that are not like that.
Yeah,
they're for sure not like that.
Like the people who like show it more, you know, aren't about it.
And then,
you know what I mean?
And then it's also like, bro, it's fucking sports.
Yeah, right.
Like bro, you're getting paid. I think he just sign an extension for like $250 million.
I think,
with the Grizzlies. So it's like, bro, what are you doing? Do the people around you not give a fuck? About you?
It's a really weird situation. Like well, the whole gun situation. Yeah, it's just like, why would you even need a gun with you? You know, like.
Well, this is the thing. So I don't know the laws in Tennessee. I don't know if you can look it up real quick, but I think that the law in Tennessee is like it's an open carry state. It's kind of like a Texas.
You're saying okay,
like he's allowed to have a gun, but my thing is like, bro, you were in a position where like teams have security.
Yeah, right.
You can afford like security, and you can afford someone to be there for you, to be there with you, so that you don't have to fucking put yourself in a position, and not even that, but like put the people around you in positions that they don't need to be in.
So they allow permitless, open, and concealed carry for anyone that is at least 21 years older. So he's definitely allowed to have a gun, right?
Yeah, he's definitely allowed to have a gun, but it's also against like the NBA, like CBA, that he's not allowed to have a gun.
So the issue is he had the gun in Denver.
Okay.
And that's where he got caught showing the gun on Instagram.
I don't know what the gun laws are in Denver, but I do know that like in the NBA CBA, because like it was like cited and everything that like players are not. I guess that would be considered like actions detrimental to the team or some shit like that. I don't know if you like know, but like the NFL does that shit a lot
for sure.
So like everybody's just kind of like, why is the NBA being so strict if like Tennessee? But it's like you, to your point, it wasn't in Tennessee, it was in Colorado,
right? Yeah, and like you said too, like when teams are together, I'm sure they have their own security. I'm sure they have their own things that are going like around that's protecting the teammates. So like, and like you said too, like, you know, the NBA rules, if you're not allowed to bring a gun somewhere, and
why
you're
bring
traveling 6 states away or so, and, you know, and you got a gun on you.
And there was like former players coming out. I think, who was it? Paul Pierce.
A lot of players.
Jay Will all came out in his defense. I'm like, you know, we're NBA players. We're people who we need to protect ourselves. I 110% agree with that.
For sure, I agree too.
You don't want to be. Who was that dude who was at the club at NY and he got shot? He was like robbed and shot. He was a Knicks player. I don't remember his name, but like that's an instance where like he's in a state with like really strict gun laws, notoriously strict gun laws and shit like that, and he wasn't able to protect himself from a robbery, which sucks. But at the same time, when you're like flashing it online, that's not really what guns are for,
right?
Or whatever. You know, I'm not really here to play politics on like what guns are good for.
What you can do with guns, you know,
but my thing is like when you're a person who's worth at least $250 million. You really shouldn't be like putting anybody in jeopardy of that shit.
Oh, I agree 100%.
Or like, what's your take on that?
Man, I feel like he's trying too hard to be like
to like fit in.
Yeah, you know, like, bro, just play basketball. Like, you know, they have a good team, and now the situation is if he misses, you know, 50 games. Right now, it's not obviously in concrete that he's missing a lot of time, but you know, these last games, there's like maybe like couple months left of the NBA.
Some shit like that. Everybody's fighting for like
those
positions in the play-ins and shit like that. Like 10, 11 seeds are like really on their fucking heels right now. Like they can't afford to lose any games whatsoever.
Right.
So like to your point, play basketball. But I get it. Like it sucks when you're being told that when it comes to like you can't be yourself. Because I don't know Ja Morant personally. That really might be him.
Like,
but
if he's getting like death threats and shit like that, then 100% carry 10 guns. You know what I mean?
Like if you're really that concerned about your safety and shit, bro, by all means. Like but maybe be smart about it and hire like a security team.
I feel like if like this happened to John Wall and he had a gun, it'd be a lot different because you see him throwing up bloods and shit on the court.
Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, right. You know,
like that's remember. I don't know how old you were when that happened, but when I'm not that much older than you.
I'm about to be 25.
I'm not that much older than you. But Gilbert Arenas pretty much like. And like looking back at it, because he's came out and he's talked about it. I guess it was a joke. Like I don't even think he was serious when he pulled out that gun and like threatened dude or some shit like that.
Oh, I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, that was like that was literally the whole Gilbert Arenas thing in the locker room.
Oh, he did it in the locker room.
Yeah, he was in the Wizards locker room, and he was like literally like I think it was over a bet or some shit like that.
Brought unloaded guns into the Washington Wizards locker room and dared teammate to shoot him.
You see what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like that's crazy. Gilbert Arenas has like been on record just doing stupid shit for like a long time.
Yeah, I don't
like. Have you I know this is like sidetracking, but like, have you ever had like in like the infancy of like Snapchat? There was like literally like a series of Gilbert Arenas like. Where he was just Snapchatting himself trying to break into Nick Young's house.
No,
this guy is a fucking menace, bro. He is like just trying to like. He's like, Nick, why you cheat on Iggy? Just like, dude, but like they're best friends. So it's like he's just doing stupid shit like that, and like Gilbert Arenas is known to be a menace, and like he's fucking hilarious. But like, you know, back to Ja Morant. In my opinion, he's stupid for what he's doing. He's stupid on the way he's handling the situations. Like, I get it, bro. Like, sometimes, especially when you're famous and shit like that, people are more, like, wanting to, like, try you. They're more wanting to be, like, fuck you in public or, like, talk shit to you in public.
Right.
But at the end of the day, bro, you are, like...
Yeah, he's the face of that franchise.
He's the face of a franchise.
Far, you know?
He has generational changing like wealth.
Oh, for sure.
Like he can literally set up his family to like pretty much just never ever in life ever like have to go through the struggles ever again.
I think like one of the bigger issues is like you said, like his wealth, right? You know, like you have all this money, you're going crazy, and like he bought himself a house and he bought his mom a house. And, like, you know, they're like neighbors and shit.
And that's just cool as fuck.
But, you know, at some point, if you don't, you know, change, teams aren't going to want to fuck with you.
They're not going to want to fuck with you. Because look at the stigma that was put on Allen Iverson.
Yeah, because he was the same way, right?
But in the same way in the sense that, like...
He would go to strip clubs and party
but like the media would like take it out of fucking proportion. Like the whole like we talking about practice. Like I'm supposed to be the face of a franchise. I'm supposed that iconic ass speech.
Yeah,
and like... But I think that we'll have have you ever watched the Allen Iverson documentary on Netflix that they used to have? I don't know if it's a 30 by 30, but a long time ago, bro, I remember I was watching Unemployed. I was watching this like Allen Iverson documentary where he got into like a fight at a bowling alley. Damn. Because some white guys called him the N-word. Okay. And that pretty much like plagued him, and like he was about to go to fucking prison, bro. Really? For that shit.
Oh, wasn't there like what was it? There was like a big mob or some shit?
Yeah, like he got like it was a big ass like brawl at a bowling alley.
I heard
and like that shit followed him forever.
Yeah.
So like that's the type of shit that's like literally like gonna follow Ja Morant's career. Like you're gonna be known as like the wannabe rapper, NBA player, the wannabe
gangster type.
The wannabe gangster dude, and it's like, bro, like I grew up around dudes like that my whole life.
I mean, you could spot them, you know what I mean?
Like they're not really like even then, bro. Like a lot of the times, the reason why dudes who are like out in the streets at like 30 are still in the streets at 30 is because they're fucking losers.
Damn.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like they're not really like contributing anything to society.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
And they're not really contributing anything to themselves or their family. Where like you're in a position where like it's cool, bro. Like you want to enjoy your money. I'm with all that, bro. Like I'm with the gold chains. I'm with like. You know, the balling out and doing whatever the fuck you want to do because it's your money at the end of the day.
Oh, for sure.
But it's like the beating up a 17-year-old kid, pistol whipping people, fighting people at volleyball games, and doing all that stupid shit.
Yeah, it's just like acting out. You know what I mean?
Right, like acting out in the sense where like people are just gonna give you like this really negative stigma, which is like in my opinion, it shouldn't be warranted because he's a really good player.
And you know, it's like I don't really Ja Morant just seems like a cool dude. You know what I mean? I don't see like people like. Just hating on him, you know, because
I don't see it either.
So, like, for him to be like beating up people or like, people starting shit with him, it's almost like well, what did you do? You know what I mean?
Like SB Nation reported, bro, that like Morant allegedly hit teenager 12 or 13 times after pickup game in self-defense.
So it's like, okay,
you're a grown ass man,
right?
Bro.
Like, they're probably close in age.
I'm sure they're probably
23. I think Morant's only like 24, 25 or something. But like, it's just weird. Like,
they're not that old.
What was going on in that basketball game that you had this kid's ass?
Like, bro, you're an NBA player,
right?
You made
it's
it.
Not that
you
serious.
You literally made it, bro. Like, you're the top 1% of the 1%.
Oh, easy,
legit. Maybe even less. Maybe even like higher than that, bro. Because like, it's like, bro, the odds of you making it to the NBA, like, you just have to meet a certain criteria, and he does that to a T. He has bounce. He can shoot. He can defend. He's really good on both sides of the ball, as they would as they would say. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, he's literally has fucking polarizing posters on some of your favorite players.
Right.
Like, when Ja Morant is like literally running free lane to the fucking to the hoop, everybody's getting the fuck out the way because they don't want to be made into a poster.
Yeah, literally.
So like, my message to Ja Morant is just like, bro, figure your shit out. Get good people around you.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds stupid because it's like he needs to be held accountable and he needs to hold himself accountable. But that comes with like getting new people around you, getting people who have your best interests at heart and who really give a fuck about like you moving forward as just like a person.
With the money he has, I'm sure he'll figure that shit out. He's gonna get like a publicist, and they're gonna be like, "Look, these are the things you definitely can't do.
Yeah,
if you do them, like,
it's gonna get bad for you.
Right? Yeah, so fast.
And even if it's like some of those people are your family, bro, because like his dad be wilding too.
Yeah,
like his dad was like doubling down on some of the shit that he was saying, and it's just like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you're making it worse for your son.
There was some like reporters, like big ones. I can't remember exactly who said it, but they're calling out his dad. They're like, "Bro, you're over here getting drunk at the basketball games. You should be there, like, like trying to help your son, like,
and
you
it's
can
cool.
Tell he's enjoying that money too, you know what I mean? Which I don't blame him. Enjoy that shit.
That's your son.
That's your kid.
That's your kid, bro. Like, if my kid was in the NBA, I'd be on the same shit. But I'm also mindful
of his actions.
Of that, not only his actions, but my actions are gonna be looked like if I yell at someone's gonna record me and be like, oh shit, NBA player's dad's like wilding out on fucking fan.
For real, bro. And see, that's the thing too. Like, when you're at NBA games wilding out, everybody has their fucking phone out. They're recording, doing all that bullshit, texting, snap, whatever.
Yeah.
But anything you do is on, it's on camera.
It's on camera. Somebody's gonna find that shit. Somebody's gonna post that shit. It's gonna live there forever.
Literally. And
like this is gonna live on the internet forever. So is everything that, like, when you're a celebrity at that caliber, bro, you don't have the luxury of privacy. You don't have the luxury of like making mistakes. And it sucks because you don't, like, there's so many countless examples that we can just like go through right now of like people who like I would probably wish would get a second chance.
Oh, right.
But they fucked up so bad that it was just like Henry Ruggs.
Yeah.
A perfect example, bro. Of someone who like super young
and just made a mistake.
Was driving drunk, and now he not only affected his life, but he affected somebody else's life.
Yep.
And like that shit is crazy, bro.
Well, I mean, the people around him too, because I'm sure he bought things because he's like, I got this check coming in,
right?
And now they're like, look, bro, you're done. Like,
yeah, like that's it. That's it. Like, your generational wealth is over.
Yeah, and it can be taken so fast. And I think that's the thing. We're not like, bashing Ja. Like, who are we to bash him in any way?
Yeah,
we just want him to play ball. We just want him to be good. We don't want these issues.
And literally, if you've listened to like my other podcasts, you'll understand that like I am not perfect by no sorts of the means. I literally made my share of fucking mistakes that may even have just been as bad as what Ja Morant is doing. The only difference is I got the chance at a very early age to learn from those mistakes.
Yep.
And Ja Morant is getting that chance, but he's going through it with like the public eye. I didn't have the public criticizing my every single fucking move, because if I did, bro, I wouldn't be able to redeem myself.
Well, on the flip side too, bro, you were, like you said, young, teenager.
I was super young, yeah.
Bro is mid-20s.
Yeah. That's true.
Guns,
that's true.
Like,
but like, there's a lot of people who do that shit though.
Oh, it's
a lot of people who like I know who like go and like flash their guns on Snapchat, flash their guns on Instagram, and I'm just like, bro, don't be flashing your gun, and then when the police come and take your shit, be like, who's snitching on me because you did it to yourself?
Right. Oh, bro, I hate that that's shit. Crazy. Not only that, like you're snitching on yourself.
Exactly.
Up,
exactly.
Like, it's just the weirdest situation to be like.
And like now, just so that we could like start moving away from the Ja Morant thing, but like now there's like this story that came out, I don't know, last night or this morning, that he was at a strip club and they had to rake the money. That
Man.
picture was fucking nuts.
And I think that's why I brought up the whole him having a
fun.
house,
yeah,
and
having fun
funding.
and shit.
Well, it's because man, I couldn't even imagine how much money was on that ground.
It looked crazy, bro. And that's another thing where if none of this had happened, he would be the man on social media, bro. They'd be like, Ja Morant just dropped the bag at the strip club. He's living that shit that your favorite rapper's talking about type of shit.
100%.
But the reason why people can't look at it like that instead of they're criticizing him
is because he had a gun.
It's because of the whole gun thing, because of all the fighting, all that shit that he was doing.
This person he's trying to portray,
exactly.
Know what I mean? But if he was just out here throwing money at
strip clubs, partying
taking
and shit,
pictures with fans instead of beating them up and shit,
Yeah, because bro, there's been a lot of fucking NBA players that are just partiers.
Oh, Dennis Rodman.
Literally, that man was crazy, bro. Crazy as fuck. There's literally a whole thing where Dennis Rodman would go on a 3-day bender and then he'd come to practice.
Dude, they're gonna do
a documentary
on him going to Vegas.
Yeah, that's just lit. I can't wait.
That's just gonna be funny as fuck.
Somebody should let them know to have us on the red carpet.
Yeah, yeah. Let us pull up.
Let's pull up. We'll pull up. We'll host the events.
Yeah, right. Come on.
But speaking of family members who just do stupid ass shit, you know what I'm talking about? No. Jackson Mahomes. Oh my God.
Oh, I saw something about him.
So Jackson Mahomes was charged with sexual assault on a bar owner because he got caught on camera being rude to the staff and just being completely obnoxious and a nuisance, and then he forces the girl, grabs the girl by her face and forces her to kiss him.
Damn. Man.
And I'm to be honest with you, bro, Kansas City is my team. Everybody knows I fucking love the Kansas City Chiefs. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes. That's the fucking baby goat right there. But bro, even him can't even save Jackson Mahomes. I think literally the best thing that happened to Jackson Mahomes last week was that Ja Morant was wilding even harder.
Because I didn't even hear about that.
Because everything was just being bro, there was just so much shit going on. All this shit was breaking on the same day.
It's crazy.
People are just wilding out right now, bro.
That's what money will do to you. And
really?
This dude
he's not even famous that. I mean, he's famous now because of his brother, but bro, they had this whole thing where this dude was I guess he was pretty really good at college basketball or high school basketball, and he was highly ranked and shit, and he had an opportunity to turn that in. He might have been in the NBA type of good. That's what they were saying.
Okay.
And he kind of just decided, nah, my brother got the bag. I'm gonna just be a TikTok star.
Wait, Mahomes,
Jackson Mahomes.
He could have been
That's what they were saying. I don't know. I've seen some of his highlights, bro. He looks mid as fuck. But again, I'm pretty mid as fuck too. You know what I'm saying? So
oh my gosh.
But nonetheless, the talent is there. His dad played Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
Brother's the fucking GOAT in football. Literally the Steph Curry of football.
There's definitely some talents, in
the genes, bro, in the fucking genes.
For
and
sure.
And they were pretty much just saying, bro, you could have gone D1, probably gotten a really good scholarship, and probably even have made it to the NBA on some second round shit, maybe even first round, depending on how good he was. But he was nah, fuck that. I'm gonna just be a TikTok star. I'm gonna dance on TikTok.
What? I wonder what else he does. What does he do for work?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Make TikToks.
I'm that's cool, bro. When you're 15.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I do TikToks too, and shit like that. But I do them on some fun
dancing.
Yeah, I'm not dancing. I'm doing shit with my wife. I'm doing shit with my family and shit like that. That I find this dope as fuck.
Yeah.
But what he does to some is dope as fuck. I can't knock him. To get a following that hard and that big. Even though if you look at his comments, bro, 90% of people are just talking shit to him.
Oh, for sure. But that's the shit that drives
calling him gay, doing all this bullshit, and he's just just going crazy. And it's nothing wrong with being gay, but and nothing wrong with any of that. But it's just also a lot of that shit's very unwanted.
Right.
He could just literally post a picture of his foot, and motherfuckers are just trashing his ass, bro.
For sure.
And that's the thing. It's he kind of makes it hard to come and defend him and do shit when he's doing shit dancing on Sean Taylor's is that his name, Sean Taylor?
Yeah.
On his memorial at the Commanders fucking field, and then he's doing shit where he's forcing himself on a fucking bar manager, and he's doing stupid shit where he's throwing water bottles at fans who are talking shit to him. It's bro, if you're gonna be talking shit, and somebody's talking shit back, especially when it comes to sports,
Yeah,
like, you gotta be able to take that shit.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, especially if it's like, well, they're talking shit about you too, and you're doing all this shit online. Like, you got to be able to take it. And if
I
you
agree.
start flipping that script, man, like, shit's gonna come down on you hard as fuck.
Right.
If you wanted the attention,
bro, that shit's gonna hit. That reality check is gonna come. Is gonna be like, yo, bro, like, what's up?
Yeah, like, you're gonna have to figure shit out, or no more of Mahomes' money for you, dog.
For real, because he was quiet all season.
Oh, for real.
He was quiet all season. Maybe he had maybe one or two things here and there, but other than that, bro, they pretty much just like kept his ass done.
But, yeah, it's. I mean, I think it's good that finally shit's catching up with him, because he seems like it's just a cocky asshole because of who his brother is. You know what I mean? And,
yeah, like, he definitely lets that get to him.
Yeah.
And honestly, bro, like, I don't even want to say I hope it all works out for him, because if he's really doing that weird ass shit where like he's forcing himself, fuck him.
Yeah, man.
You know, that's what he gets, and I hope that he gets what is rightful to him, which is whatever it is, good or bad.
Yeah.
Like, I hope bro really figures this shit out, because he has an opportunity, again, kind of like Ja Morant, to come back from this and be better, but I doubt it.
Oh, yeah,
I completely doubt it. So what's next?
You want to talk about the Pat Bev effect?
The Pat Bev effect. Go ahead, kick it off.
All right. I think they've only lost one game since he's joined the team, maybe two.
Where are they currently standing?
They are the 10th seed, and they're 3 games back. It's another topic I wanted to bring up. What do you think? You think they can still make it to the playoffs?
Where does the cutoff?
So I think, like, once you get to if you get the 9th seed, you're in a play-in. So I guess they're a game and a half out of the play-in.
Okay.
Game. And if they did,
so they literally cannot afford to lose a game right now.
No,
and I think the next 10 games they have to win if they want to make the playoffs. So they play Washington tonight. So they can't afford to lose this game.
Yeah.
Like, they cannot, if they really want to make like a run and they really want to like be in the playoff, even in the play-in tournament, and kind of like make a little bit of noise, they have to win like the next 10 games.
And so the Wizards have the same exact record as the Bulls, and the Pacers they only have one more loss. So it is super close.
It's super tight, but it's not impossible.
9th seed.
Like, would I love the Bulls? Like, would I love the Bulls to be in the play-in? Yeah, I don't think anything much is going to come out of it, because we still have a lot of problems with like just shot selection, not really playing really good defense. Like, we're allowing like just players just to score too many points on us, bro.
With the Bulls too, it's if Zach and DeMar's off, like, who's your number one option then? Vooch, like.
Vooch.
And if you're going up against like a 76ers with Embiid, I'm not.
And Harden, right? Like, you have to play defense.
Like, for sure. And I like defensively, we're a straight team when it comes to defense.
As Caruso be holding it down.
When it comes to scoring, man, like, that's where we really fucking cannot figure it out.
It's like I said, bro. It's like shot selection. And it's like, it's easy for us to talk about that shit because we're like watching the games and shit like that. But like, if you really pay attention of all the opportunities that Levine and DeRozan have, they could be putting up hella good numbers and they could be knocking shit down.
Yeah.
And like, to the point where like, I think that like, oh shit, like, I feel like we're a good team. We just need to figure something. I don't know what like the missing link is to the process, bro.
Right.
But some people think it's like having a big man they can shoot or having a big man they can defend.
Yeah, right. So when Bev came over, they won 3 straight games, and then after that they went 6 straight losses.
Fuck.
2 wins, 1 loss, 1 win, 2 loss. Like, this is such a streaky ass team, and like, we barely beat the Detroit, which is the worst team in the NBA. Beat them by 2 points. It just doesn't look good. Like, it's, for the Bulls, they're bringing over all these players, and it's supposed to be like, oh, this,
like a revamping of like the franchise and shit like that. And like year one, when like they landed Levine, they landed Caruso, they landed fucking Ball, and I'm just like, oh shit, like they're on some like we're gonna win now type of attitude. I'm like, fuck yeah, like we're like Chicago basketball is about to be hella exciting now.
And look at us, 10th seed, man. It's tough.
Look at us. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Let's see. They have their schedule for the end of the year. I mean, it's kind of tough. You got Philadelphia twice,
Miami,
the LA twice. That's kind of weird.
Fuck.
LA twice.
Well, since you're already there, you got to play the Lakers and the fucking Clippers.
Yeah. Oh, right. Clippers are gonna fucking probably shit on the Bulls too. Like, honestly, I don't think the Bulls. I think these last 15 games, I bet it's like they win 7 and lose 8 or something.
I don't even think it's that much.
I know, right?
I'm giving it 5 to 10.
I don't feel confident.
I don't feel confident at all.
Not even the Pistons, like
and they're like, honestly, bro, like I am starting to get to the point where I'm just like, I'm okay. I think I might not ever see a Bulls championship in my lifetime.
I don't know. I can't accept that yet. Man.
I'm starting to accept it. I'm like starting to think like, this shit might never happen. And people are looking at me crazy right now because I have a Lakers hat on, but it's strictly just
a Bulls fan.
It's strictly just a match, which you probably can't see, but like the dunks,
right? Yeah,
like there's just the purple is just matching the dunks.
Yeah, you got to match.
You got to match, but like it's also again like you were saying, bro. There's such a streaky fucking team that like sometimes like you want to be like, all right, I'm gonna bet the fucking house on these guys. Like they get going, bro. They start shooting, they start making points, and then all of a sudden it's like going back and forth. There's like 1 or 2 3-point leads, and then all of a sudden they're getting blown out by 15.
Bro,
and I'm just like, what the fuck, bro? Cut me a fucking break.
Or it's either that or the Bulls are up by like 20 going into the fourth quarter,
and then they get beat by like 10.
Turn it back
they get beat by like 10 points, and then you just
and it's like fuck,
bro, we're fucked.
So I mean, since we're talking about them, what do you think needs to happen?
I don't know.
I think they need a new fucking coach, man.
You think it's the coach? You think it's coaching?
I mean,
it has to be because look, when you have that many good players and you're not winning games, it's something, bro.
100%, man.
Like Vooch is good.
I like Vooch.
Vooch is good. I think he's good. Caruso's good. Coming off the bench, he does what, like 8 to 10 points, but he's fucking stealing balls, locking motherfuckers down, just really playing. LaVine is really good. Yeah. I'm starting to come around on LaVine. You know I'm a big LaVine hater.
Yeah.
But that's only because he came to my team and we got rid of Jimmy Butler for him.
And that hurt me too. I was a huge Butler fan.
Yeah, and it's like, but now seeing where like Jimmy Butler kind of stands, I'm not really too mad because if they were ever to do like a 1-on-1, I'm taking LaVine all day versus Jimmy. You're not?
Nah, man.
I'm taking.
If it was a 1-on-1, Butler, he's just different, man. He will go fucking crazy.
But this is the thing. It's like those stories of like Jimmy Butler being like this fucking cerebral assassin to his team is just like, I think they're just stories, bro. I think he was also doing that shit to very young teams.
Did you ever hear about
the Minnesota thing where he walked in and beat everybody in practice?
Yeah,
a team that's like was like half his age.
So he played the starting 5, and he was on he was playing with the bench guys.
Yeah. And they won.
And they won. Him and the bench guys, and so that was like a huge thing. He was. And I guess he was just talking mad shit to them. And
but who was on that team?
I couldn't tell you.
It was Karl Anthony Towns. It was
probably D'Angelo Russell, maybe.
No, I think he was still in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Because that's when he was like literally like. We'll talk about D'Angelo right now, but like I'm saying, like at that time, like Jimmy Butler was like with a very young team.
Yeah.
And just a team that was like. They weren't really. I think their best player was Cat.
Probably still in that rebuilding mode,
Hella rebuilding. So they thought, we're gonna get rid of LaVine and Chris Dunn, and we're gonna get Jimmy Butler, and we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
didn't work out that way. And it didn't work out that way for the Bulls either. Because I'm thinking, oh shit, we're getting Zach LaVine, cool. We're getting Chris Dunn, oh shit,
yeah,
cool. Because like Chris Dunn, I was psyched. I was psyched
too. I was too, honestly.
The only reason why I was hating, was because I prefer Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, same. Same with me.
Because after Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler was that guy up.
He was next up. Core.
You
know what I mean? Like Boozer was ass, or no. Joakim was not.
He was at the. He's at the end of his career.
But I was still sad when they let him go. And shit like that. It's that
shit's gonna happen though.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't really see the Bulls doing anything in the next like 3 to 4 years, unless like you said, it's the coaching. You know what? I'm gonna ride with that. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's the coaching because it's like I was saying, bro. Like you have good players, you have times where you show flashes of just being really good.
Yep.
I'm willing to probably bet with you that it's probably just the coaching.
I see it all the time where they swing the ball a little bit and then it's a 1-on-1 for DeRozan at the top, or Levine's trying to make something happen, and it's like that works. It's great, but like. They don't make those shots all the time. I wouldn't. If they were hitting those shots like 60% of the time, like fuck it, go ahead and get that mid range. But
but it's not.
It's not. It's it's like all right, he missed. It's a long rebound now to transition. They get the fast break layup. All right, now instead of us being up 2, now we're down 2. It's just shit like that. Like
I hear you.
They just need more movement.
So who do you think is going to be in like just early predictions? It's not even like that early. Actually, no, because we're like in the middle of March now. Dude, so like I think we're like almost close. Right there. Who do you think is going to come out the East on top of the East?
I would honestly, I think it would have to be the Celtics.
I was going to say the Celtics too.
They're the deepest.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum.
Is having a fucking season.
Who else is over there?
They just got Muscala, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
which,
so
I mean, he doesn't do shit, but that's another defender down there.
Yeah, down the stretch.
They're kind of stacked. Like,
now, like this kind of also kind of correlates into like the Ja Morant story because like we're good in the West.
Yo,
you know that kind of started like the whole like every team on the West being like, oh, you're good.
Yeah,
say less, my boy.
Right. So,
bro, like the fucking West right now is literally the Wild Wild West, bro. They're like the most exciting teams to watch right now.
And guess who the fucking? I'm not sure if they're still number one. Let me double check that before I even say anything. Guess who's number one in the West? If you had to guess.
I'm not gonna look because I can just look at the screen.
Right, yeah, it's right.
If I have to guess, the Suns.
They're fourth.
The fucking Nuggets?
Bro, but the Kings, too, were number one almost.
Sacramento Kings?
Like, who the fuck would have thought the Kings, bro?
Sabonis, bro.
Sabonis, yeah.
Sabonis. I don't fucking know. Hey, bro, whatever the fuck his name is.
He's like, bro, like a double-double every night.
Bro. He's a dog.
So you could take his 10-plus rebounds.
Every day, bro. He's a lock.
Yeah.
The Denver Nuggets surprised me. They've came a long way since Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
And Allen Iverson.
For real.
The Memphis Grizzlies are third still, but they're gonna lose that by the end. They're definitely without Ja Morant, they'll lose that.
I mean, it's weird too, bro, because that team is still fire. Like,
I have to get this off my chest.
Okay.
Yo, Dylan Brooks,
weirdo.
You cannot talk shit to Draymond Green, 4-time NBA champion.
Yup.
With only 12 fucking points, and the last 3 points you literally scored in the fourth fucking quarter. So you went 3 quarters with 9 fucking points, and you're talking shit, bro, and you're down.
It's so weird. Like
after blowing them out in the first half, and then they slowly came back. Dylan Brooks, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
It's like you guys just want to.
I really don't like this guy. I really don't like him. You know, like, why do you want those problems? Do you know who Steph Curry is? Do you know who Klay Thompson is?
Right.
Like, bro, where are they at? They're right there. They're number six seed.
They're only 5 games behind them.
That's all they need. They just need to be there.
Hey, so what do you think that Golden State will finish above the Grizzlies?
Fuck yeah.
I think so.
Fuck
bro.
yeah, dude.
Oh, I for sure
like so. Golden State, bro. Like, all right, like just breaking down the West real quick. The teams who I think are like legit contending motherfuckers are. Honestly, I'm gonna say the Nuggets because Jokic. He had a
triple-double today,
bro. So there's Jokic. There's the Suns. The Clippers are really good right now.
They're
really good right now, and the Golden State Warriors. And then sneaky right there, the Dallas Mavs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say even the Kings are sneaky.
Yeah,
the Sacramento Kings.
Hey, so for me, coming out the West, I would have to say it's either the Suns. When it gets down to like the playoff, whatever. Yeah. If the Lakers draw the Suns, I'm taking the Suns. But I think the Lakers are going to go kind of deep.
You think so? You think they're going to get there?
I think so. They're so much deeper now.
So, okay.
Russell's going crazy.
D'Angelo Russell?
Yeah,
okay.
Bro.
He's back in LA. Hopefully he's not telling on people now.
I forgot about that.
Hopefully he stopped telling on people.
Bro, so this is kind of a little bit off, but Russell Westbrook, in his last 10 starts, I think he's only won 1 game, bro. And then in their last game,
I love that guy so much.
The last game the Clippers played, he didn't even play the whole second.
Bro, it is so hard for me to bet against, not even bet against him, but just to dislike him, bro.
Really?
You gotta think about it like this, all right? Like if you take his whole villain arc and you just put it out there and you just kind of really lay it down, he got drafted to were they the Sonics? Or was that Kevin Durant? KD got drafted to the Sonics. He got drafted to the Thunder. Then they turned into the Thunder. There was James Harden, KD, Russell Westbrook, the big three before anybody even knew who these guys were.
For sure.
Harden gets traded to the Rockets, goes to the Rockets, flourishes, becomes that guy in Houston.
Yep.
Kevin Durant got really, really fucking close. They got so close to beating the Warriors.
Yeah.
So close. So what did Kevin Durant do? He started his villain arc and he jumped ship. And then this whole beef started with Russell Westbrook and fucking Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
And I loved every moment of it, right? He then gets traded to the Rockets. And then he goes to, where did he go? DC after that.
Yeah.
And then where did he go after DC?
It wasn't the Lakers right away, was it?
No. He was somewhere else after that. And then now he went to the Lakers. I think he was ring chasing.
Yeah. Well, I think
that didn't work out.
A lot of it was trade, so he was just getting traded.
Yeah, he really didn't have a choice. Yeah, a lot of it, he didn't have a choice. He went to the Clippers, stayed in LA, so he goes to the Clippers, goes to a team that's pretty much already kind of figured it out, but they were still trying to figure it out because Kawhi is very like injury prone.
Yeah.
And I don't know, bro. Like, it's still really hard to like be like, man, fuck Russell Westbrook, but it's like he's like literally starting to become like Derrick Rose to me, bro.
Yeah.
Where like I don't want to root against him because like, bro, he averaged a triple double for what, like 3 seasons?
So yeah, he fucking
dropped
crazy.
60. What was it, like 30 points, 30 rebounds, 30 assists?
He had 30-30-30 game.
Yeah, well, it was like 30-30-31.
Oh, okay. I'll look it up.
It was like April 1st.
Crazy.
It was like April. I remember this. It was like April 1st because he dedicated that game to Nipsey Hussle.
30-20-20?
No, it was 30-30-31. It was 60. Oh, maybe that's what it was.
I think it like totaled up to 60.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
Points, rebounds.
Yeah, you're right. Because if I say 30-30-30, that's 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a fucking dumbass. I'll take that back. But still, like, you know, what was it, like 2019?
20 points, 20 assists, 20 rebounds. That's some fucking
that's
like,
60.
crackhead shit, bro.
Bro, like, that's crazy.
Holy shit.
Jokic ain't doing that. Jokic was not doing that. So he is so dominant, bro, but I feel like he lost his confidence.
I think so too, man.
Because you can hear, like, he had that whole, like, fucking press conference where he was, like, talking about his last name and what it meant to him because of his son and shit like that.
I never heard about that.
Yeah, bro, I get deep with this shit because, like, I really fuck with bro.
Yeah.
And he was pretty much, this was recent too, it was maybe like a month ago at most. And he was just pretty much like, he can't get, like, one of the reports just being a jack off and just being a dickhead. That's why you guys need us there. Because we're not like that.
We're not going to fry anybody. We're just asking questions.
Yeah, we're asking questions. What do people really want to know?
Right.
And he was just being like a dick. And he was just like, bro, like, I care. Like, I think the question was something like, do you still even care? Or some shit like that. Like, do you play for a reason or some shit? And he kind of answered it in the way of like, yeah, of course I care. Because, like, that's, you know, I'm playing for my last name. Like, my son has to wear my last name. He has to, all of this. And just kind of like, you could just tell, like, yo, my man is hurt, bro. Right. Like,
you know,
he's battling some demons, bro. And it's just like, I hope Russell Westbrook figures it out.
Yeah, me too.
Because he is so dominant, bro.
I mean, I've always liked him. I never had like an issue with him at all.
And like, I don't see a problem. The only problem I see with his game, bro, is that he has to play off the ball and he has to be like the number one guy.
Yeah,
and
it's a really weird situation.
And he's such like you know, like the term alpha. Like when you think of that, like in the sports way, like that, he is the alpha male. Like he has to be the guy who like
number one.
He has to be
everything. Yeah,
that's why it didn't work out with KD, Kyrie, and James Harden.
Yeah.
Because those guys, too many alphas, too many fucking soldiers, not enough fucking sergeants or whatever you want to call it.
Or was it Billy Donovan's bitch ass fucking up?
Billy Donovan, dude, it could be.
There's a trend here,
right? Yeah, dissect that later.
Yep. But no, definitely, you know, like Westbrook, you can tell he wants to be that dude so bad.
Yeah. Wherever he lands, and I hope he gets that opportunity to like either be the big three with Paul George and Kawhi.
Yeah.
Or at least, who else was on that team? Isn't John Wall on that team?
They released him.
They released him?
I think, or they might have traded him. I think they traded him back to the Rockets, and I think the Rockets waived him or some shit like that, you know?
Shout out John Wall.
That's crazy.
But man, I hope he figures it out.
Yeah.
And I hope that, like, at least on the West, kind of going back to what the fuck we're talking about, because we keep doing this thing where like we're sidetracking a lot. But like going back, like I hope the Suns win the West.
Oh yeah.
I hope they win. I think Chris Paul needs his ring.
I think that would be
the reason, like, get Chris Paul his ring. Chris Paul retire.
Yeah, like
that's all he wants.
It's time, bro.
It's kind of like the Carmelo Anthony thing, where like he just needs a ring.
So in a Game 7 series, who would you take, Warriors or the Suns?
Suns.
Really?
Suns, bro.
Oh my.
Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, fucking Chris Paul, feeding DeAndre Ayton, bro. Just like, bro, there's just not like arguably. Kevin Durant is like top 3 best player right now.
Oh,
arguably.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you could argue that, but I'm saying like he is literally one of the best players in the fucking world.
Oh,
Devin Booker is like one of the best fucking players, right? Top 10 in the NBA right now. Easily, maybe even top 5 or 7.
The top 5
Ayton,
for sure.
What is he, like the center? Right, he's the center.
Probably
one of the top 5 centers, maybe even top 3. Debatable.
Jokic. Who would be number 2?
Embiid.
Embiid. Oh, for sure, Embiid.
So
yeah, I mean, Giannis
so like
is a
top
forward.
5. So like top 5.
Yeah, right.
So like top 5. All right, top 7.
I don't know. Well, if you said for Aiden, right?
Aiden, yeah.
Aiden plays fucking soft as fuck sometimes,
Yeah.
bro. He pisses me off, but
yeah.
I mean, no, but
like he's a good player. He's a good player.
When he's on his shit, bro, he is like
when you need to depend on somebody to get those boards, and you need to depend on somebody to like.
He shoots, bro. He shoots like 60% from the field. Like
he'd be all right.
It's
and that's the thing, it's too. Like I don't think that they're a bad team. I think they're a really good overall, well-rounded team. The thing with Golden State, which the reason why I won't go all in with them is just health and age.
Yeah, I
health and age.
With that for
like
sure, bro.
Clay already hurt himself for like 2 years. Draymond is older. Steph hurt himself already a few times and missed a lot of time and shit like that. But I think Jordan Poole, he's a dog.
Bright future for sure.
Bright future. Man. Is Andrew Wiggins still on that team? I think Andrew Wiggins is,
but he's hurt.
Oh, see, like you see what I mean? Injuries, like that's why. Like I only know that. Like when it comes to the NBA now, bro, I'm like very casual with it. Versus like you live and breathe, eat that shit. Where like it's different because like I'm that way with like the NFL,
and I'm not
like that. Then that's kind of like what balances this.
Right.
And I really like think that the Suns are like the Buffalo Bills. They're right fucking there. Every fucking year, they're right fucking there. Honestly, I might even say, they're either the Bills or they're the Bengals. Like they're right there. I won't even say because they've been to the finals. No,
who
the Suns?
I think no. I think last year they.
What about the bubble?
No,
because the Lakers won, right? Yeah. Okay, but they were right there. Like that's when I really got put on. Like
a couple years.
The last 5 years they've been on some shit.
Oh, you know what? Last year, I think they lost in the second round. Yeah, to the Mavs
in the semifinals. They were on some shit, bro, and they're gonna continue to be on that shit. Yep. And they're a really young fucking team, a team that we need. That I feel if I were to put all my money on, I'd put my money on the Suns.
Man, really,
7 games though. That shit's going 7 games though.
See, and like you said, they're a young team.
They're young. I think
the Warriors will pull it out.
Experience always wins.
And with Steve Kerr, bro, but you're not out coaching Steve Kerr.
Where do you like if you had to use like a football analogy? Who is the Golden State Warriors in football?
I mean, they'd have to be like like the Chiefs, kind of how like are now. Where like every year they're right there. Or they're winning it. You know what I mean? Like they're either in it or winning it.
Yeah, I would say they're more like
the Chiefs are obviously a little more.
I would say I would have said the Patriots. I know you were gonna say the Patriots
because they win, then they lose,
and they're a little bit older, right? But they're still there. Like they're still hanging in there.
Patriots for sure.
So for sure,
Tom Brady is Steph Curry. No.
I think Patrick Mahomes,
Clay is Gronkowski.
I think Patrick Mahomes like NFL NBA comp is Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Dude, somebody who
changed the game,
bro. I just turned this into a dick ride to Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, and let's talk about Dak.
Right. Just start dick riding our teams. But like I don't know, bro. Like I think the Suns they're there, and I think they have what it takes in that.
I mean, so like the Suns are definitely not as deep.
So it's gonna be literally like the Celtics versus like Golden State, the Suns, or probably even I mean, there's still a chance for the Nuggets to pull it off.
If Middleton gets back to his regular self, maybe the Bucks make a little sneak in there.
Yeah, I'm so sick and tired of them, bro.
I know. Yeah, I mean, I'm sick of seeing Giannis just drive down the fucking lane,
have his way with people, bro.
15 free throws and then only makes 8 of them.
Don't say that, bro, because you know how those fucking Bucks fans are.
Yeah, true.
And by the way, a lot of you Bucks fans were Bulls fans.
Yeah,
a lot of you Bucks fans were Bulls fans, and I've seen you. I see you. we know who you are, and you know who you are.
Right.
So don't come back. Don't come back in 2050 when we're winning. When we're the NBA champions in 2050, because you won't be allowed.
Nope. No, you won't be on this parade.
Not mine. What else we got? We got on the docket before we get out of here.
Let's see.
Because we had a lot, but hey, we're flowing, bro.
Yeah, we are. I mean, we were gonna talk about LaMelo. It's kind of old news that motherfucker's out for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Then the Hornets.
Lonzo, same shit with his brother, out the rest of the season because we're cooked.
LeVar needs to stop coaching them and
pretty much
some real fucking doctors.
Pretty much. I don't even think LeVar's even that involved anymore.
Yeah,
nah, fuck no, bro. Like he can't be. Not with LaMelo and Lonzo, bro.
I don't know.
That shit's cooked.
Yeah, I mean, you would think like with all the money they got that they wouldn't listen to their dad about shit, but I don't know.
So this is kind of an idea that I had. I hadn't even remembered by you, but I'm just saying it anyways. So I'm gonna say it.
All right, that's it.
We did start like a Discord. We started a chalkboard. Chalkboard, where people can come talk to us.
Let's talk.
Figure it out. Player props and shit like that. So as soon as I think we're almost at 100 followers on Instagram. I think 200 would be a good mark. I'm gonna start posting it soon. Trying to get members in there. Maybe if we get like 30, 50 people in there, we'll try to do like a ladder challenge.
And it's all free,
It's completely 100% free.
Doing research on their NBA shit. We're all trying to make money. That's all that fucking matters.
We'll all do our research. Just start centralizing our community.
Right.
We're not really that big right now, but I feel like we have the potential to be someone.
Might as well start.
Might as well start somewhere. Nobody believes in you until you believe in yourself.
Right.
I believe in us. I think that we have the opportunity here to really start something. So I'll be dropping the link to our chalkboard. It's going to be linked on the video. It's going to be linked on the podcast. That way you guys can go ahead, sign up. It's completely 100% free.
Yep.
And if we start seeing some traction, me and Dallas will go in there. We'll talk to you guys. We'll fuck around and, we'll start dropping some locks, some player props. I've been in a couple where I've made some money.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
I was sending bro the screenshots all week. Like I've been in a couple chalkboards where people are working together, putting parlays together, making money together. Where they're turning $10. The goal is to turn $10 into 10,000 in 10 days.
The 10K challenge.
Challenge.
Shout out to Austin at calling our shots.
Yeah, dude, that
made that shit big,
and that's that's whose chalkboard I joined, and it's probably like one of the most toxic environments ever. But it's fucking hilarious, bro.
So I'm in that too, and it's toxic, so it's kind of fun,
It's fun. It's a safe space for those who don't want to be politically correct.
Yeah.
You can still talk sports the way you want to, as long as obviously we're not there to make people feel bad about themselves and ostracize the communities that want to be a part of our community, because everybody's welcome.
Right,
if you're here, you just want to talk, you just want to shoot the shit, make some money, figure it out. That's what we're gonna be doing this for.
Yep.
Again, we're gonna try to. I'm gonna start posting it up. If I can get like 30 to 50 people, we'll start getting active in there. Try our own version of the 10K challenge, because Dallas is really good with that shit. I think you're really good with it.
Appreciate it.
I'm streaky. I'm like the Bulls. I get lucky. Sometimes I'm hitting 7-leggers, and sometimes I'm completely off.
Then some days we're missing 3-leggers.
Right.
It's tough.
It's tough, but it's just all about having fun.
It's all about the research that you do in the background.
Research, background, just having fun with it. Kind of really just building the community and just really getting in touch with everyone who fucks with us.
Yeah.
Because that's all it's really about. It's just really about, And
then, we'll put a separate link on there, where it's like if you want us to talk about certain things or whatever the case
Suggestions,
is.
certain things that are going on in the NBA. Or not even just the NBA. It's just they've been going wild for like the past couple of weeks. Now the football's over, but as soon as the NFL draft happens, we're gonna start talking. It's gonna start getting crazy. Once we get closer to trading camp and shit like that, we'll start doing our fantasy shit again. Maybe start a free league where we can get like 20 people to join, and we'll just fuck around.
We'll just fuck around
on a big ass like sleeper fucking league or something. Like we have big plans for this podcast, and I know that we took a couple months off, and it was all mainly just scheduling and shit like that. But we got both sides. We got together. We're figuring it out. So
we're here now. So if you guys have questions, you guys want to DM us, say anything, or
we're active on the Instagram, both of us.
Yeah, we on sports
on Instagram. It'll be all linked in the bio. Everything, all our shit will be linked in the bio. That way, you guys can get in touch with us. Man, I just make it feel. There's a lot of stuff happening in March. We got boxing coming up. A lot of good UFC. March Madness is coming.
I don't know shit about college ball. So if you guys want to give us some tips.
I'm decent. I'm decent. Yeah. So like I'm saying, expect a lot more episodes. Expect us to be a lot more consistent in the next coming weeks. And stay tuned.
Yep, stay tuned. And thank you guys for watching.
Yep. See you guys later.